to start the press conference. It's 11 a.m., September 17th, 2012. We're in San Francisco at the 24-hour occupation that OBAU is doing.
Thank you for being here today. My name is Alan Drill. We are the Occupy Bay Area United, one of many groups still keeping this movement alive. And we're here to share with you a little bit about what our occupation here, one of the many events that are happening today. And we'll come back and let you know some of the other things that are happening at the end. And I'd like to introduce Jane Smith with Occupy Bay Area United.
Hello, I'm Jane Smith from Occupy Bay Area United, and today we have been occupying in front of 555 California in order to protest the financial malfeasance that is occurring in that building by Goldman Sachs and Bank of America, among other corporations. The financiers have stolen the American economy. They have completely ruined it for the rest of the American people. And because we don't have billions of dollars to contribute to politicians' campaigns, our voices are not heard. In this election season, we are presented with choices that have made it clear to us. These candidates have made it painfully clear that they will continue to serve the financial interests instead of the interests of the American people. So, in order to empower ourselves and get our voices heard, we are occupying here today to show that grassroots movement and organizing is the only way to make sure that the takeover by these financiers and multinational corporations ends and that the American people regain their economy. Occupy Bay Area United is a group in the Bay Area that is committed to nonviolence, and we're committed to nonviolent direct action, such as this one. And we're here today in solidarity with the one-year anniversary of Occupy Wall Street, and also the occupation in San Francisco, which actually started right here in 555 California exactly a year ago. And we're very excited to be a part of this movement, and I have great hopes for Occupy in the future as well.
Can I ask a question? So we do questions in just a minute. We'll have plenty of time. We're here all day till 5 o'clock. So, yes, I want to next say that we have had a number of actions as OBAU and as Occupy in these months. And one of the people that's been involved in helping to make that happen is OBAU member Debbie Seligman. She'd like to come up and say a couple words.
Hi, we want the public to know that Occupy is still alive and it's growing. People may think that since the police destroyed the Occupy encampments that it destroyed OBAU and it destroyed Occupy, but you can't destroy an idea. Occupy has spread out throughout the city. Instead of being stuck in one spot, we're now some 10 different groups. We're all active. We all focus on our different affinities. One of the actions we've been pretty involved with is the struggle to save City College. Right now, City College is being faced with its accreditation being revoked. We feel this is part of an austerity campaign, one of the many things that the 1% is doing to disempower the people, to disempower the working classes. And we, the people, need to get together and say we're not going to take the 1% controlling our political, our economic, and our environmental systems anymore. We need to stand up to it, and we can't do that if we sit at home. We need to get out, we need to occupy, we need to have direct actions, and we need to say to our representatives, stop serving the corporations and start serving the people.
Thank you, Beth. One of the examples of corporations in these buildings, what they're trying to do in this coming election is to buy the ability to allow their super PACs to be the only ones that are going to be able to fund political action. And they're doing that. Koch brothers, we just learned over the weekend, gave $4 million to this Yes on 32 campaign. And one of the things we stand for is No on 32. We believe in fair access and no smuggling in those kinds of actions. We want you to know about other things that are happening today. Our list is right there of things that are going to be happening all day. We're going to be occupying here, continuing our 24-hour occupation until 5 o'clock tonight. And you can come here for the big convergence at 5 o'clock, which will be right here in this plaza. We expect hundreds and hundreds of people to be joining us and being active all over the city today, just like they are in a couple dozen other cities throughout this country. Right now, they're filling up Zuccotti Park. They've been in there since yesterday, and this is not a movement that's dead, despite what a couple of your editors might have thought. So we want you to know also that at 12 noon today, there's going to be notice to the banks. We're going to stop foreclosing on veterans and seniors. That's our demand. And that's going to be at the San Francisco War Memorial. We're going to be at 2 o'clock in the Castro at 18th and Castro. Community, not commodity, in the Castro. Occupy will also be an Occupy Fortress Investment Group. Fortress Investment Group. And we're also going to be going after their financial transactions. And that's going to be at One Market Plaza. And you can expect a lot of angry people there protesting what's going on. At 3:30, we're going to do Move Your Money on Rockefeller. It's going to be at Wells Fargo's Bank, 2100 Fillmore Street. And we hope to see hundreds of people there as well. And finally, compost your debt. 4 o'clock, the debt, and that's going to be at 245 Market. The idea of all of us, middle class, homeowners, students, and others being in debt to these people has got to stop, and that's what Occupy is about. That's what Occupy Bay Area United is about. We have all day long to answer your questions, and so feel free to do so. Thank you very much for being here.
Can I get, it's a mundane question, but the spelling of everyone's name, first of all, and then I'll have a follow-up.
Very important.
Yeah.
We'll start with Jane Smith. Anybody need help with that one? All right. I'm Alan Brill, A-L-L-A-N. B-R-I-L-L. I've been a union activist in California for over 4 decades in a number of different unions. Beth Seligman, did I get that right? Yeah. T-H-S-E-L-I-G-M-A-N.
Okay, thank you. Did you camp out overnight? Can you talk about your experience last night?
Yes, you can.
Would you mind doing that?
We camped out here last night. It was very interesting. We took shifts of sleeping and staying awake. We actually made very many friends. There have been many tourists and people coming by and showing support. This morning someone dropped off a bunch of oatmeal and coffee and really rallied our spirits. It's been really interesting and really fun to be a part of this type of direct action, 24-hour occupation, because we want to inspire people to go and do that. You don't need hundreds of people backing you. Just get out there in your community groups and occupy.
Other questions?
You had a critique earlier, Jane, about the Federal Reserve buying up billions of dollars in toxic mortgage assets. Could you reiterate?
Sure. The Federal Reserve a few days ago has announced that they will continue in lieu of quantitative easing 3. They're going to make a quantitative easing 3-like type thing where they will start buying up $40 billion worth of toxic assets from banks every month. Now that is a direct bailout on the banks. Where is the bailout for the American people? Where is the bailout on all the student debt that people have? Where's the bailout on all the underwater mortgages that my family and families all around the city are struggling with? Where is the bailout of the American people? The Federal Reserve is a private cabal of banks that is basically ruling our country. It was the greatest heist of privatization. They privatized the creation of money. And now they created for the banks, to serve the banks. And all of us people are left in the dust. Unacceptable.
Other questions? Any other people? Other questions? Anybody? Okay, thanks. If you need any cutaway shots, we're available too.
I still wanted to mention our general.